to write a headline for a sales page. Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is MK Akan, and in this video I'm going to be showing you a simple framework that you can use to write a good headline for a sales page. So if you're writing a headline for a course or maybe an ebook, you want to sell an event or you want to sell a product of any kind, this framework will help you write headlines that will sell. All right, so this is what you need to do. Now, the very first thing you need to do before you write any headline is to research and know and understand your target audience. Your target audience determines everything you will write in your headline and in your copy. So you can't write a headline for someone you don't know who you're talking to. You need to know and understand your target audience so that you can say the things that will attract them. So the first thing is to learn how to research. So before you write any headline, before you write any word, do a deep dive research on your target audience. If you don't know how to do research, go to the link in my description. You're going to join my network so you can learn, because I have courses and free trainings on that. So know and understand your target audience by researching. Now the next thing you're going to do is to understand the awareness level of your target audience. Awareness level talks about what your target audience already know. Now in your research, one thing you need to research on is the awareness level. What does your target audience know about the problem they want to solve? What do they know about solutions available in the market? What do they know about how to solve it? All of these questions talks about the awareness. The awareness affects what you will say in the headline, because usually you want to write the headline from where your target audience are aware or are aware. All right, so let me put that again. You want to write your headline from the awareness level of your target audience. There are usually 5 kinds of awareness levels. There are people that are unaware of a problem. There are people that are solution aware. They are problem aware. They are product aware, and there are people who are very aware. So depending on these awareness levels, it determines where your headline should be. All right, very important. The next thing you're going to consider, and you're going to also find out from research, is the sophistication level of your target audience. Now, almost similar to awareness level, sophistication level talks about what your target audience, where they are in the market. Okay, what do they know about the problem? Or it talks about how many advertisers have they seen? How many advertisers are they seeing in the market? Because the first person to sell a product in any market can use a simple headline. But when you have a lot of competition, you're going to use different kinds of headline. All right. So if you understand the sophistication level of the market and your target audience, you will know the kind of headline to use. You will know if you're going to use a simple headline, how to do blank, and that's all. When you start adding things to the headline to make it longer, more narrow, more specific, you're trying to be different from other marketers. That is where sophistication level comes in. Again, you need to understand how sophisticated your audience are. How many adverts have they seen? You can know that by looking at the market. That will help you determine the kind of headline you should write. So as you can see, you shouldn't just jump into writing a headline without doing research. All right, so that is very important. And after doing all your research, you're going to learn so much. Once again, if you don't know how to do copywriting research, go to the link in my bio. You're going to get access to one of my free trainings. Get on my email list. I'm going to send emails. I'm going to send other things that will help you learn how to do copywriting research. Anyway, so the next thing you need to do is to think of the very big promise that your headline is going to say. Now, when you understand your target audience, you're going to realize that the people here who are your target audience, they are probably looking to solve a problem or to get a solution, or they want to just have pleasure. Whatever it is, whatever the desire is, you need to come up with the one big promise that you can make to that target audience. The one big promise that will make sense to that target audience. All right. So you put that down and you think about it. There could be more than one promise. There could be other promises, but you need to make sure the promise you make in the headline appeals to your target audience and appeals more to the people in your target audience. For example, we have people who can have, for a product, one product can have different promises, all right, because it solves different problems. For you to write a headline that will make sense to your target audience, make sure the promise you're making will make sense to them more, all right? I hope that makes sense. Number 5, speak to one desire or urgent pain. Like I said, your audience have desires, the target audience have pains. You want to make sure you pick one of the biggest pain or one of the urgent problem that they have, and then use that in your headline. Okay, you always remember this: people are buying stuff because they want to solve a problem or they want to have pleasure. Whatever it is, whatever motivates them more, use that in the headline, or think about using it in the headline. Okay. Number 6, be ultra specific. If you want your headline to be powerful, you need to be specific. So instead of saying how to make money online, all right, now how to make money online is a headline that can work, but it only works when you are the first person writing that headline for the whole space. When you are the first marketer or the first advertiser, that headline can work. But when you have more marketers coming in, you cannot say that. So what you can do is to be more specific. How to make $1,000 every 24 hours. That is very specific. I use a specific time frame. I use a specific outcome. All right. So how to make $1,000 every day using your mobile device. It's also very specific. So we can go as specific as possible till we get to a point that it is so specific, and then anybody reading it can see the power and the value of whatever you're selling. So make sure your headlines are also very specific. The next thing you need to do is that make sure you create curiosity. Use curiosity, have a clear benefit. Like I said, you're going to make promises in your headline, but you're not just making empty promises. You have to be something beneficial. The promise must make sense to the person reading it. All right? So you're making a big promise. Make sure it is a benefit that the target audience wants. Make sure it's something that they want, not something you think they want. That's why, again, research is very important. Make sure it is a big promise that has a clear benefit. It must be something that they want. That is why research is so important. Another thing that I always do when I write headlines is to add proof elements. Proof just means anything you can add to your copy or to your headline that will prove that what you're saying is true. Remember that your target audience doubts. When they see a headline, they are doubting. So anything you can add to your headline that will show that you're saying the truth, that will make them believe you, it will be very powerful. So let me give you some example of proof elements you can add to your headline. I like to add testimonials at the bottom of my headline. So that's one thing you can do. Add a testimonial from somebody who bought the course or the product. That is very powerful. I can use authority quotes, all right, in the headline. Now, if the person selling the course has any form of credibility, I can mention that in the headline. So if the person is a professor, I can say a professor in Harvard reveals that blah 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 blah, right? So when you use proof elements in your headline, it makes your headline believable and makes people read it to see what's in the sales page or in the landing page. So make sure that you use proof elements if you have. Now, number 9, write 10 or more headlines before testing. Now, let me tell you the truth. Your very first headline may be the worst, may not always be the best. So you shouldn't write just one headline. If you're writing if you're writing a headline for a sales page or a landing page, make sure you write about 10. Using all the principles mentioned here, write 10 different headlines. All right. Try different headlines, different styles, different templates, whatever you're doing. Make sure it's different and then test them out. Because truly you don't know the one that's going to work the best. You only know by testing it out. So write different headlines, 10 to 20 headlines. I'm going to give you some template that can help you write headlines. All right. Are you ready? All right. So everything I just shared here about writing headlines, you can find it in my comprehensive copywriting course. All right. That course is a very comprehensive course that shows you different things about copywriting. In fact, it's about 48 modules with different important modules and with assignments, and you can get access to that training. All right, but right now I want to give you the first 3 modules for free. So if you go to the link on your screen or go to the link in the description, you're going to see that link in the description. Click the link, enter your email address. It's free. You're going to get the 3 first modules for free. These 3 modules are very powerful. They will teach you some of the most foundational things you should know about writing headlines, sales pages, and all of that. So go and click the link in the description and get the video now. All right. So I'm going to move on and give you a few templates that you can use to write headlines. Very simple templates. Now, these are just templates. You can edit the template, you can make the templates better, you can add more things to this template. So this is not just use this and that's it. No, you can always add. For example, I mentioned using testimonials under my headline. So you can use this as the main headline, but you can have other parts and your testimonial under here. So let's go. How to get desired result without big obstacles. An example is how to double your coaching income without spending a dime on ads. Good headline because you're getting big outcome without doing something difficult. Okay, here's another template. The number step to big desired outcome. The example is the 5-step system to launch a profitable online course in 30 days. As you can notice, this talks about specific days, specific system, and then it talks about something people desire. So all of those things must be followed. Here's another template you can use. Finally, a way to solve a certain problem even if common doubt. Example, finally, a way to eliminate back pain even if you have tried everything. Alright, eliminate back pain is a desire. Alright, finally means, oh, this must be the real one. A way. Alright, so there are many things you can do to any of these templates and all these headlines. Remember everything I shared with you and use them to improve the headlines. Here's another one. Discover how audience are achieving big wins under unique method. Example, discover how busy moms are losing 20 pounds using this 15 minutes a day routine. There are many things here in this headline. There is a mechanism that ties back to sophistication level. Then there is specific numbers, 20 pound moms, busy moms, specific audience. So there's so many things you need to consider. All right. So let me go and do the very last thing now. There's a quick checklist you can use whenever you're writing headlines. Use this checklist to check and ensure that you're doing well. Is it clear? You don't want to use fancy big words that your target audience cannot understand. Make sure you use the right words to understand. Use the lingo in their space. Different markets have different lingo. Use those lingo in the headline. Is it specific? Are you using numbers? Make sure you are specific. Don't just say something without being specific. Does it highlight a real desire or pain point? Make sure you are talking about a desire the target audience wants. Is it believable? How do you make it believable? Add proof elements. Don't also make your promise to be so big that your target audience will not believe. Make sure you are adding proof elements and you are doing different things to make sure that people can read the headline. Would you be curious about to read it? So think about it. If you read your headline, do you think it's something that can draw you in to read? So these are the checklists you can have. Again, this is not everything about writing headlines. There's so much more. And in my comprehensive copywriting course, you will get access to all you need to know when writing headlines and writing sales pages. Once again, click the link in the description and get access to the first 3 modules for free. And then if you want to learn more about copywriting, writing headlines and all of that, like this video, ask a question in the comment, and make sure you follow my channel to get more good stuff. All right, once again, see ya, and bye bye.